Hello students, we start the lesson that is the advanced web designing. This is your first chapter in 12th standard. Now we start with the advanced web designing. Now what is the web designing? Just we can see in this lesson. Whenever we start with your HTML that is your hypertext markup language. This hypertext markup language whenever we start, where we are written that we are written into the notepad or in a WordPad. Now this year we are started with your HTML5. Means what? That is your advanced version of the HTML5. So HTML5 is the advanced version we are used for what purpose? Because of you are getting the new one commands, new one codings in between that. So this hypertext markup language whenever we are started, we have to support this language with your mobile technologies. Mobile technology also utilize this because of whenever you are write on the program, web browsers, your see your programs are there, your output is there, and just we have here the supporting browsers. Now what is that browser? Browser is the software. What type of the software? It is used to see your any type of the web pages, web servers, websites. Whenever you want to see, you want to search some information is there, that time also we can use like this type of the software, that is your browser. So browsers is help you whenever we want to see the web pages, and this web pages where we are creating to the HTML5. Now next we have to see here the whenever we are creating the web pages, normally we are not install any type of the different one program. Like whenever we are write your program in your Visual Basic is there, supposed to be we are using the different C programming languages are there. We want to insert, we want to install some different software in our computer. But whenever we are use the HTML is there, we don't have to utilize a new otherwise different one language to install in our computer. Normally we have a notepad, WordPad in our computers. So notepad, this is the text editor, WordPad is your text editor, and this text editor is used to create your HTML programs. Write down your HTML programs. So whenever we are getting the files, we are creating the files in a notepad or in your WordPad. Defaultly, you are getting the extension that is a TXT or the DOC. But here, this web page, whenever we are creating the web page, just this creation with the HTML head, title and all these things whenever we are written, and just we want to run this program in our browsers are there. So that time we are give the extension .html. Now, this is the web page, but after that we are seeing here the website. Website means what? Whenever we are creating the web pages, supposed to be you are creating the a.html one web page, b.html one web page, and c.html, that is the third one web page. But this web pages whenever we are creating and just we want to link in between that, like A is connected to the B and B is connected to the C and C is connected with the A and a B. So like this interlink between the web pages we are called that is the website. So here I am give you one example is there ebalbharti.in, that is your website. So whenever we are opening this website is there so many web pages are there, just interlink in between that. Supposed to be we have a one page and you want to go to the next one page, otherwise we have a new one web page is connected with that, just we are clicking on that link and just you are getting the further information. After that we have a web browser. Just now I told you that you have Mozilla Firefox, Internet Explorer, Google Chrome, Firefox. These are your software. What is that software? That is your web browsers. And it is used to view the web pages, websites and other internet information, whatever the available on that. So Google Chrome is a given here one example is there. Also you have to write down there is an Internet Explorer, then your Mozilla Firefox. Okay. Next one is a web server. Web server, it is an application or the computer that send the web pages over the internet using the HTTP protocols. Now we have here the different one protocols are there, and this different one protocols whenever we are start this, what is that? First of all, first what is a protocol? Protocol means just we have the rules and the regulations are there. So whenever this rules and regulations with that particular, like here HTTP, that is a hypertext transfer protocol. But nowadays most probably we are use the HTTPS, that is for the security. So this HTTP we are used here to the, this is the protocol is used by the World Wide Web, and it is the client server communication. Whenever we are use this web server, after that we have a URL is there. Now this URL is, it is an address of the web page. It is the address of the web page on the internet. The web page are the retrieved from the original location with the help of the URL. See, whenever we want to reach on that particular place, we are give the particular addresses there. Then we are able to reach over there. Otherwise, we are not able to do that to work. Otherwise, we are not able to reach over there. Like that way, whenever any type of the site we want to open, the perfect address we have to give, perfect location we want to give. So that original address we are getting with the uniform resource locator. After that, just now we can see that HTTP, that is a protocol, that is a hypertext transfer protocol. Just hypertext transfer, just it will be the link in between that, and just your protocols are there with the World Wide Web for the client server communication. So client server communication whenever we have to finish, otherwise we have to done with the World Wide Web, just we are using here the HTTP in your addresses. HTML, this is the language, hypertext markup language. This language is enabled to write down in your notepad, in your WordPad, but with the extension HTML. Now this programming language is started from whom? Started from the Tim Berners. He found this language, and just we are use this, and so many web pages we are creating. Now whenever we want to write down some coding is there in your notepad or in your WordPad, we have some structure. What is that structure? Structure means the just how we have to start your program. And whenever that structure is a perfection is there, like you have a heading section and the body section is there. Whenever we start with the heading section, we have there is a HTML. HTML for what purpose? To start your program with the HTML. Head section, it is a very important part. Why? Because of whenever we want to give the heading section is there, within that, suppose you are using the cascading style sheet is there, sometimes style commands are there. So all these commands, all these tags we are used inside of the head tag. That's why your head tag is very important. After that, we have a title tag. Title tag is used to show your text about your program in a title. Like we have a tabs are there. Whenever we are run our program, we are start our program on your web browsers, and that time just we are getting that name. You want to define your program in that particular wordings are there, that we are write down into the title. So put title mention in the title bar of the browser. This completely text we are getting in your tab of that particular web page. After this title, closing the title, we have the slash head. Slash head to complete your heading section and start with your body section. Body section is a very important part. Why? Because of whatever we are written inside of the body tag and the slash body, between that whatever the text we are written, whatever the attributes, whatever the tags we are used, it will be displayed in your web page. That's why your body section is a very important. After the slash body, whatever we are written, it is not accepted in your web page. Why? Because of slash body means we have closed that body section. And after that we are give the slash HTML means just we are closing your HTML coding. Now after this we have here The next one thing, that is your attributes. See, whenever we have a body section is there, body is there, body is your tag. But suppose we want to give the additional things, additional information about that particular tag is there, we are called that is the attributes. Whenever we are start your HTML programming is there, there is a tags. The tags also in a two partitions. What is that? We have a container tag and the empty tag. Why we are called that is a container tag? Because of it has a pair. Pair means what? Whenever we are start that tag, we want to close that tag, we are use the slash and particular tag name. Like whenever we are write down the title is there, we are given title and slash title. So title and slash title means what? Title is a start to write down your title. But whenever we want to close your title, we are give there is a slash title. So whenever we have some pair tags are there, we are called that is the container tags. But whenever we are write down some tags, but it cannot have a closing tag is there. Means supposed to be we are write on the HR, otherwise BR is there. We have written that, but we are not close it with the slash BR or the slash HR. So these are the single one. This is a stand alone tags are there. We are called also this is a singular tags. That's why we are called this is a empty tags. After these two types of the container and the empty tags, we have to see here one small program is there. Now we are written here one program in a notepad, that is a prg.html. Within that we are written here the prg.html program. Within that we are start with your exclamatory mark document type HTML. See this characters whenever we are write down, this tag we are write down into your coding of the HTML. Just that is identify that you are write down the coding for the HTML5. So HTML, then head, title, whatever the title you want to display over there, you are getting that. Then slash head, body. Within a body, we are given there is a B for the bold text. See here also, B is started and the slash B to close your tag. Also we are start with the I and give the this text in a italic, and also we are given the slash I. So whenever we want to write your text in a bold, whenever we want to write down our text in a italic, sometimes we are use the highlighter pens are there. The highlighter pens why we are used to highlight the text. So you can understand that this is very important wordings are there, important text is there. That's why we are using the highlighter pen. So whenever in your web page any text is a very important and you want to highlight it, we are use the mark tag. And whenever we want to close it, we are use the slash mark. So like this way we are used here the mark tag. Also we have here the superscript and the subscript. Superscript and the subscript means what? Just whenever we have an example is there, we want to write down H2O. H2O whenever we are written. How we can written that? We are written H in a normal position, 2 with the lowered position and small size, and O with also the normal position. So whenever that only the 2's position is you want to change, that time we are using here the subscript, that is your sub tag and slash sub. So this text in a sub, that is your subscript. And here also you want to write on H2O. So how we can write on? First of all we are write on H. After that sub. We are written the 2. Then again we are closing the slash sub, and after that we are write on the O. So you are getting perfect your water formula with the H2O. After this we have here the superscript. Now what is it superscript? Same ways, 2 raised to 2. Any date is there, like I want to write down the 15th August. So 15 August, how we can write down? 1 5 is a normal one, but th is a small size and the upper one position, upper side position. So whenever we are given that SUP TH slash SUP and afterwards we are right on the August. So what happened? Only that TH is changing the position of the text with the upper side with the small size. Upper side with the small size. Now after this we have a BR. BR tag we are used for what purpose? To breaking your lines. We are give two times BR is there. Means what? Just two lines we are leave in between that both the text. This text is a bold. This text is italic. Between that we want to leave the two lines spacing. That's why we are given here the BR tag two times. Also we have here the insert. Insert for what purpose? To inserting your text. Then del, delete. This text is deleted from the document, means just you are getting that text on your web page, but it's shown that with the cut strike through on that. Also we have some heading styles into your HTML. That heading style means just we want to see here the heading H1, H2, H3, H4, HY, H6, like H1 to H6. These are the different types of the heading styles in HTML file. What happened in a heading style? We are getting that text in a bigger one size with a dark. So here we are getting this example. How we are getting that in a small and capital, otherwise how it will be displayed. So whatever the program we are written, just we want to see the output. Okay. So here we have a output, that is a prg1.html. Now enable over here. You are getting your, this is your text in a bold. Afterwards we are given the BR, that's why your two lines are breaking. Highlighting, that is your mark text is there, tag is there. Also we are using the subscript and the superscript with the small size C. Then we are given here the inserting your text. You are getting this text with the underline. Whenever we are using the del to delete your text, we can apply here the this text is deleted from the document. How it is that? Just we are getting one line on that text. After that, heading style H1, H2, H3, H4, HY, H6. So H1 is used to display your text with the bigger size with the dark one. Then H2 smaller than H1. H3 smaller than H2 and H4 is smaller than H3. Like this way we have a smaller than means bigger first one. Highest heading style is H1 and lowest heading style with the H6. Like this way we are apply this. Now whenever we are close this, just we want to see the next one. That is your inserting the images. Inserting the images, whenever we are create the web page, within that web page you are written some information, use some codings are there, you are using some tags are there. With that tags we can use some attributes. But suppose you want to show any image on your web page, how we can insert that image? So we have, there is a singular tag, we are called, that is the empty tag, that is the img. Insert an image with a web page. So whenever we want to insert any images there, just we have to give the complete path. So whenever we want to give the path, what we are use here? So additional thing about the image, no? That's why we are use here the src attribute. SRC attribute is used to specify the path of the image. Whenever we can give any images there. Suppose in your computers in a C drive we have our own folder, otherwise 12th standard folder. Within that 12th standard folder we have one flower file is there with the extension JPG. And just we want to keep that on your web page. So we are write down the whole path. Like whenever we have to give our address is there, we are give our building name, our name. Okay, after that we are given our area name is there, after that our city name is there, like this ways. So that is what, because of your later whatever your collection is there, it will be getting very fastly and perfectly. That's why we are given the perfect address for that. So like this way, whenever we want to find out the perfect picture in a web page, that time we have to give the path. So whenever we want to specify that path, we are used here the src attribute with the image tag. So I give one example is here, that is c colon program picture flower.jpg. So what is this? This is your file name and jpg is your extension. After this we are give here the height of the image. How much height you want in your images, so we can apply that. But that image size, whenever we can apply, we have to give in a pixel or the percentage. Pixel means what? We know that dot per inch is just we have find out that. So that is a pixel. And percentage directly we are given the 100%, 70%, 80%, 50%, 30%, like this ways. So that part is a taken up in a percentage. After this, width. How much width we want in a pixel or in a percentage. After this, we have here the alt. Whenever we want to search, otherwise we want to see the perfect name of that particular image, we are moving your mouse pointer on that image. That time, what type of the name you want to display over there, that we are written into the alt attribute. So alt attribute is used to define the name for that particular image or a picture. That's why we are using here the alt. So image is a singular tag. It cannot have a closing tag, and it has some attributes, that is a src, height, width and alt. After your image tag, we have also one more singular tag, that is your horizontal ruled line. So HR tag is used to show the single one line on your web page. So HR tag, whenever we are used, what happen? You are getting in a black line, thick line is there. But suppose that thick line you want to changes the thickness, where apply the size attribute with the HR tag. HR is a tag and it has a supporting some attributes are there, supporting some commands are there, supporting some codings are there. That is your HR, then size. That's why we are written in this program size equal to 2. But suppose we want to write down 3, 4, 5, we can write down that also. So what happened? The thickness is a broad. Sorry. After this, color is equal to red. Whenever we are creating the horizontal ruler is there, we want to show the red line, we can apply the red. Also we have a width, that is also we are used in a pixel or in a percentage. So width we can apply over here. Suppose we are not given the width is there, any percentage. So whole web page you are getting the line. But supposed to be we are given the 50%. So half of the web page you are getting the line. Otherwise we cannot get like this. Supposed to be we are not written. Okay. So horizontal ruler has a different attributes, that is your color, width and size. We are creating here the image, we are creating here the HR tag, we are using here the BR, singular tags and the container tags are there. But now we are start here with your creating the table. Creating the table, what is that? That is just we want to write down some information on your web page in a tabular format. Whenever some information we want to show in a tabular format, we are use here the table tag. So what is a table and how it will make? So a table is made up of the rows and the columns. Now what is that rows? Rows means the horizontal partitions and columns mean the vertical partitions. So it is a container tag. Why container tag? Because of your table is a started with a table tag and closing with the slash table. This tag is used to create a table. But whenever we are creating your table, we have there is a tr, td, th, these are the tags. This is not the attribute, these are the tags. But where we are use these tags we are used inside of the table tag. So first we are write on the table. After that we are using the tr, td, okay, caption, all these things. Now here whenever we are out on a table row is there, that table row you want to divide it into the columns. That's why we are use the th or td. Normally whenever we are creating the table and first row you want to create, we are write down the th tag. Why? Because of your first table row is shown your heading of that table. And suppose you want to show that headings are there, your title of that particular columns are there, so we are using the th tag to create the table header. It is become a bold and the center one text, it will show with the th, and whenever we are write on the 3d means the normal text is there, and just you are getting with the table data. After this we have a caption is there. Caption for what purpose? To display the title of the your table. Creating the line of the plain text above the table. So above your table you want to give some heading is there, some name is there. Otherwise you want to define the table in particular name is there. So we are use here the caption tag. Also whenever we are writing the caption and whatever the title, supposed to be I am creating the table about students report, otherwise students record. So students report is there. Just we are start with the table with a caption, and within a caption I am written your text and slash caption is there. So what happened? Whatever the text, students report, otherwise students report card, whatever the text we are written, we are getting that above your table. Now, whenever we are creating your table, we have some attributes with the table. Whatever the attributes, what is the additional things with your table? So we have the additional thing, that is your alignment, width, border color, BG color, cell padding, cell spacing, all these things. These are the attributes of the table. So whenever we have the align is there, to give your table, you want to display your table on a web page, that is with the center one position or the right position, we can apply that alignment. Whenever you want to apply your width of your cells, we can apply this width attribute with a pixel or in a percentage. Border, this is a very important attribute. Why? Because of supposed to be we are write down the table, but we are not written any border is there. We are getting your table in a tabular format, but no one single line displays in your web page. Why? Because we are not given the border size. That's why in a table, border is a very important attribute to give your border size. So border size we are given into the numbers. We can apply that. We can write down that in a pixels. After this, border color. Border color means normally whenever we are not written any type of the color is there in a border, in a table tag, just we are getting the black color outline for your table. But suppose we want to show the color for your table, just we are use the border color is equal to and write down the different color like red color, yellow color, blue color. Sometimes you know the codings of the colors like a hash F F F 999, like this ways the number codings are there for the pictures, and that we can apply with the border color. BG color also same ways. but that background color we can apply for the table. Cell padding. Cell padding most probably used whenever we are write down some text inside of your table, and the table is shows the information with the data, and the data is a leave the space from your border, that is your cell padding. Cell spacing means in your table whenever we are creating the different one columns are there, and within that columns also we want to keep the spacing between the two cells, so that time we are using the cell spacing attribute is there. So table has a align, width, bordered, bordered color, bg color, cell padding, cell spacing. These are your attributes. So all these things we have completed in this session. Now we want to see the further information, further other attributes of the table. So we can see in the next session. Okay. Thank you.